Good morning and welcome to my very first vlog. My name is Megan and I am a homemaker and military spouse, currently living here in Belgium with my husband of 7.5 years, and our 2 dogs who you will meet later in the video. It's morning time, so I'm making coffee. My husband is having a Honduran coffee I was able to buy in bulk at our local bio store. That's like a bulk store if you're American. And I'm trying to reduce my caffeine a little bit, so I'm drinking a mushroom coffee called Uncoffee that I ordered from Etsy. It's made with cacao as well as a range of mushrooms, and so it tastes like not very sweet hot cocoa. After coffee, I like to do my devotions and journaling, as well as Duolingo. I have downloaded a bunch of languages, but the 2 I'm primarily focused on are Spanish and French. Then it's time for a walk with my boys. The big cinnamon-colored dog is Sam, also known as Samson. He's from the Humane Society of the Pikes Peak region in Colorado Springs, Colorado. And the little white dog is Eli. He is from a shelter in South Korea. This is my dog walking get up most days with my puffy red coat and some leashes thrown over my shoulder.
What are you doing, Sam? Sam? Get him! What is it? What's up there? Something. Something very exciting. Come on, let's go.
We are so lucky to have this gorgeous forest right across the street from our home here in Baudour. This forest is known as Le Bois du Baudour for obvious reasons. If you watched the inauguration last week and you thought you also need a fabulous dressy coat, you can get them from Poshmark. I got all 3 of these for less than $200 just last month. So I'm back from errands, and because we're overseas with the military, the vast majority of our mail comes to the mailroom, and we have to go pick it up from post. I got these little gems from Etsy. You'll see those later in the video. And more mushroom coffee. This is called Lion's Milk Shroomed, I believe, and I also ordered it off Etsy. This big box I'm opening is actually a Christmas gift my husband ordered back in November, but it is just now coming in, and we are so excited about it. We have been slowly replacing the stainless steel pots we have had since we got married with these gorgeous copper pots. Copper is about 20 times more conductive than stainless steel, and I'm not gonna lie, I really just love it because it's so beautiful. My pieces are from Matford Bourgeois, and my husband is very proud of his gift-giving ability, which is why you can just sort of see him here in the video. Also, the seller included a copper polish by the same company, and I will never go back. I have tried them all. It is the best. I picked these boots up secondhand while I was out. They're originally from Target, so definitely fast fashion, but since they're secondhand and I've been wanting something exactly like this for a long time, I'm okay with it. Now we're finally getting down to some actual homemaking. I'm exchanging these green curtains for lace curtains here in our utility room / pantry. I'm going to save the green ones for a project I'm going to be working on next week. I'm going to reuse the fabric. Isn't this apron cute? My mom got it for me on a missions trip that she went on in Honduras. It doesn't exactly match my outfit, but if you have enough aprons to match every outfit you wear, girl, you might have a problem. So we're up in the bedroom now, changing out more curtains, and I'm going to change the sheets on the bed. Here is a helpful tip that I have given to a lot of people. If you are one of those folks who is still struggling to make your bed every morning and you'd like to develop that habit but haven't quite mastered it yet, don't bother with a flat sheet. Get yourself a duvet and a duvet cover, and then you just wash the duvet cover because it's the only thing that contacts your body. And then when you make the bed, other than adjusting pillows, you really just have to pull the duvet in its duvet cover up and you're done. Of course, you should probably tighten up your sheets and make your pillows look like something. But basic bed making, one simple move, and you don't have to worry about it anymore. And it really does make a difference in how you start your day and feeling a sense of accomplishment and making your room look a whole lot neater. Plus, I bet you'll even be able to get your husband on board. Okay, now we're gonna do something really fun. This wreath is another Christmas gift from my husband. It's called a living wreath, and I planted it a few weeks ago, but some of the soil has settled, so I'm filling in those gaps with compost from the backyard. Thankfully, my husband was able to flip over our compost container, and we were able to dig some good compost out of the bottom. You may have noticed me pull a few pieces of white material out of the compost at the beginning of this clip, and that's because early on in my composting journey, I put some cardboard in there that I thought was all cardboard, but obviously it had a plastic lining. So be careful of that if you are wanting to start composting. But honestly, it's not a big deal. You just look through it when you add it to your garden or planters, and it's an easy fix. For those of you who have real true eagle eyes, yes, that is braided 550 cord that I have hung the wreath up with. Now we're gonna go water this from the rain barrel in the backyard. My husband added this to the house for me. I know that rain barrels are illegal in some parts of the States, which is about the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. But here in Belgium, they're really popular, and it is so helpful in the garden in the summer and for my plants all year round. And there's our finished wreath. It's evening, so I always like to have a cup of tea, and my husband's gonna have one too tonight, so I'm getting that ready now. I have noticed that my back doors, which are glass, are covered in puppy nose prints. So I'm gonna quickly mix up a water vinegar mixture to clean that with. I'm using my homemade fruit scrap vinegar, something that I learned to do within the last year and has been a lot of fun and a great money saving option for us here in the kitchen. And I think really the key to getting clean glass is what you are using to clean your glass with, not just the spray, but the material you're scrubbing with. I saved some of the packing paper from the big box that the pot came in earlier today, and that is what I'm using, and it is very successful. We don't get a newspaper here, so this was a really good option for me to keep a few sheets and use them for cleaning. I have a couple more projects I want to get done with before I can call it a night. So first I have this twin size mattress that some friends of ours gave us. They were going to be getting rid of it anyway. They are PCSing soon. That's a permanent move. So they've been using this for their dogs. So we are going to use it for ours. But this cover has definitely seen better days. So I'm going to get it off here, and you are going to see me struggle significantly to do so. And then I'm going to wash it with ammonia, which is great for removing any kind of dirt that is animal based. So oils from the dog's skin, which might be in this fabric, it's going to be perfect for that. And then probably in the next week or so, I'm going to recover this with a fabric that better suits the interior of my home. There's the struggle. It was not easy, y'all. This is my ammonia face. If you've never used it, you would not understand. I'm gonna fold this load of laundry real quick. You are gonna notice me fold a bunch of little rectangular pieces of fabric. The longer white ones are what we call in my house unpaper towels, and this is hands down the easiest eco-friendly swap you can make at home, in my opinion. Mine are made out of flannel. They are flannel scraps my mom had around. There were some old baby blankets. I have found scraps of flannel at thrift shops, and we use them the same way most people use paper towels in their home. I know some people buy unpaper towels from people online, and they're very fancy and sometimes very beautiful, and they snap together and they are in a roll like paper towels that you're used to using. But I didn't want to have to snap mine back together every time I wash them, so folding them like this and then just putting them next to the sink works well for us. The other smaller pieces of fabric are hankies, which we use in our house. Again, it's a super simple, eco-friendly swap. You can soak them if they are really, really grody, or you can just wash them with ammonia because, again, any kind of liquid coming from your body is animal based and ammonia will go right through that, no problem. So tonight seems to be all about dog beds. This large white pillow next to me is a dog bed that I have already made. I made the pillow shape and there's a cover, and I stuffed it full of scraps of old fabric that had been clothes. When I cleaned out the closet, there were pieces that were not worth donating, so I made them into a dog bed, which is great, but I wanted to add a little extra fluff and softness. And our same friends who were PCSing had these cushions off of their couch that they were taking to the landfill, and I realized that the fluff in them was easily accessible and I could add them to this pillow to make it a little softer and a little more full for the dogs. If you've stayed this long into the video and any part of this was interesting to you or you'd like to see more like it, please give it a like and feel free to subscribe. If you guys tell me down in the comments which parts were most interesting, or even if you want to tell me which parts were least interesting, whatever feedback you guys give me in any form will help me know how best to go forward with this channel, as I am brand new to YouTube and I'm sure there are a million newbie mistakes in this, and some of the angles are not great, not even very flattering to me. But this is very much real life in my house. This is what things look like every day, and I just want to open that up to you guys and let you see a day in the life. Here we can see the little fox dog thoroughly enjoying his new bed. So this is my last project for the night, but first I'm going to enjoy this tea I made many, many moons ago. Typical. This last project is me repairing this adorable little choker that a lady from work gave to me because she could not use it. It has these pretty little white enamel leaves and a lot of very spring colored stones, in my opinion. But it is missing a great number of stones as well as the clasp on the end. So one of the things I opened in our mail haul this morning was some gemstones that I ordered from Etsy. So we're going to put those in after I put this little clasp on. So the first stones I'm going to put in here are a pair of paradots. Paradots are said to promote strength and vitality, so I can definitely use some of that. The next stones I'm going to be putting in are a pair of Swiss blue topazes. And a quick Google search tells me that topaz is supposed to be soothing and healing, and, wait for it, can fend off epidemics. So I'm going to order about 500,000 more of these. You might want to do the same. The hot glue struggle really is just too real. The next stones are citrine, which are alleged to promote motivation, self-expression, and creativity. And the last stones are going to be garnets. Now I know they're not really very springy, but garnets are hands down my favorite gemstones. They are high energy and are supposed to promote self-confidence and clarity of purpose, and I really just think they are so beautiful, and I wear them every opportunity I get. And that's our finished necklace. I think it turned out really beautiful, and I can't wait for a few more months when the spring clothes come out and I get to wear it. I'll be sure to post a picture of that to my Instagram so you all can see it there. Thank you so much for watching. This has been really, really fun. I hope to see you all again. I plan on trying to upload at least once a week. Until next time, lots of love. Goodbye.